Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league.
Are you sure about that?
Hello Doki Literature Club fans, it's your girl Lindsay Solar here and welcome back to another video. Today we're playing Doki Literature Club and I'm so excited. I love this game. This is probably my favorite game, maybe ever, honestly. I've played this game, no joke, 7 times in my life. And today we're gonna make it an 8th. I'm so excited. I've been meaning to play this game on the channel for a long time, since literally, like, I remember this was like the 3rd video I filmed or something, and then something with the audio was wrong, so I ended up not posting it, and that was like all the way back in 2003. Or, whoa, girl, I wasn't even alive then. 2023. So I'm I'm so excited. I love DDLC with my heart. I love Monica, honestly. I can't even lie. She was, like, no joke, my 2nd cosplay I think I've ever done, all the way back in 2018. God. Oh my god, that was 8 years ago now. That's crazy. But if I can find a non-cringy video of my Monica cosplay, I'll insert that right now. Probably not. I was really cringy. I think the last time I cosplayed her, I think, was 2024, honestly, too. I cosplayed her for Fanime 1 year. And a surprising amount of people asked for my photo, so. Anyways, I'm so excited. I think this time I'm gonna go, I say this time, like I've played it with y'all before. I think I'm gonna go route towards Natsuki, mainly because she is the death I've seen the least. I think I've only seen her death 1 time as I've played, because I usually go for Yuri or Sayori, and I don't know, I just never really get anywhere with Natsuki, which is crazy because she's my 2nd favorite. But let's load a new game. I'm so excited. I'm gonna have to do a lot of rating. Bear with me. If you know me, I'm not the best at rating. Do I do voices? Do I cringe myself with voices? I'm in a dorm with thin walls. They could hear it. But honestly, like, we ball, I'm literally transferring next semester. They're not gonna see me. Hey! What do I first? Oh, do I clip? Okay. I haven't played this in a hot minute, y'all. Bear with me. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, and good friend since we were children. Now I'm remembering why I never uploaded my video of playing this for the first time, because I cringed at myself reading. I'm just so excited about this. Oh my god. Anyways. You know, the kind of friend you've never seen yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again! But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Sorry that you- wait, okay, I'm gonna make my voice higher pitched for this, even though my voice is low-key already high pitched. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Lindsay. Well, if people stare at you for acting- oh wait. Oh my god, yeah. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Lindsay, have you decided on a club to join today? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. I did? I'm sure it's possible I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I was worried that you wouldn't learn how to socialize and have skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess. I promise you that. Yay! Why did I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if it does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After school, after I packed my things, I stared blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of class, but I saw you just sitting there spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You didn't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought you'd know. You know what? Well, you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Okay, now I'm forcing my voice to be deeper than it is. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I'd bring you a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Oh, my voice is gonna be even higher for Natsuki, huh? Oh god. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. Also, is this angle good? I feel like this angle isn't good. I had to prop up my camera because, I don't know, for some reason it wasn't working. And it literally took me 20 minutes to get an angle, and this isn't even that good, but also my hair looks bad. Everything. Ugh. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Okay, how do I do Yuri's voice? Should I do something? Well, I feel like I kind of have to do something different at this point. Welcome to the literature club. What if I made her British? Welcome to the How was it British? Welcome. Wait, I swear I can do a fake British accent. Welcome to the literature club. You're just embarrassing at this point. Welcome to the literature club. Is that good? I'm gonna do it like this. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. My queen! Oh, I'm blocking her. My queen! Monica! How do I do my goat? Should I really be saying that? Should I really be calling her my goat? Ah, Lindsay. Nice surprise. I think that's good. I think that's good. Let's hope I remember all this. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that with quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears to be quite more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. Everything is like flooding back, all the memories of fandoms and stuff. I remember people shipping Natsuki and Yuri. I remember buff Natsuki. Oh my god. And I remember, I don't know if this was like actual like canon lore or like a theory that my cousin just told me, but when you hear the piano in the music, it means Monica's watching you. I'm pretty sure that's like like actual lore and not just something she made up to tell me, but you know. Do we hear pianos? I hear a flute. There's the piano. Monica! Also the Just Monica song. Ooh, I shook my desk. The Just Monica song, I love that song. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? What did I do for her? I literally just, that's right. That's right. What? That's right. That's right. I think I did like this, like my normal voice. What? This is why I haven't played this game on here yet. No, I will thug it out. I will do it. I will film this. This will be posted on Valentine's Day. That's right. It's great to see you again, Lindsay. Monica smiles sweetly. I think I'm just gonna do my regular voice for her at this point. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league.
Are you sure about that?
So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Lindsay. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea? See, all the different voices are confusing me now. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to me, next to Monica, and one space next to Sayori. Why don't I just sit in between them? Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I sit next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready, kids? I wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob as a kid. I still watched it. My cousins still let me watch it. Ta-da! Wow! Ooh, ooh. Oh, that's not ooh though. Natsuki lifts up the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Whiskers are drawn on with icing and little pieces of chocolate are used to make ears. Girl, why are you staring at me like that? That's you right now, girl. Why am the eyes look different. Why do they look so spaced out? Okay, girl's starting to creep me a little. Why am I scared that like she's actually gonna move? So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry up and take one. Sayori grabs one, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with a mouthful and has managed to get icing on her face. She's still staring at me. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. She's really good. I'm sorry. Thank you, Natsuki. Why did I say it like that? Thank you, Natsuki. I really do cringe myself out. If y'all, I know most of y'all are probably cringing. I said it right that time. Cringing at me. I just want to let you guys know you guys are not alone. I'm cringing at myself as well. Do you know the amount of cringe I go through when editing my own videos is crazy? I still put up with it because, you know, we ball. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Need them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you, you know. You, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returned to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each one of us before setting down the teapot next to the tea tray. Oh, I should have made tea for this. I have my teacup right here, my Ray Dunn Snoopy cup. It's filled with vanilla Coke and not tea. I probably should actually tea would have been a lot better because I'm doing a lot more talking than I usually do on these videos, which is surprising. I'm already 20 minutes into this recording, probably because I keep stopping and yapping. And I wanted to try and get to till I got to that Sayori scene as like a breaker. I'm trying to do this in 3 episodes. I don't know, maybe 4. We'll see. We'll see how long. I don't know how long it takes to get to that scene though. I probably should have looked up how long it takes. I forgot. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I prefer... Oh wait, I was gonna say a hot cup of chai, but chai is tea. Anyways. Wait, why did... Oh my god. I guess. She's staring at me again. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. Girl, she's been smiling at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy to be here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica's really great, is a really great leader. That sounded so not any of the voices I put for that, or whatever. I'm gonna stop pointing that out. And you guys can point it out in the comment section down below. Please comment, it gets me more reach and stuff. And please, and subscribe while you're there. And like the video too. Don't forget to like the video. Y'all always forget to like the video. Have you liked it yet? Have you subscribed yet? Please. I'm a desperate college student. Anyways, Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised those aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. And I'm covering half of... She's still peeking out under. She's still peeking out under. Her little fang! Oh my god, I'm just so happy to play this. She's still staring at me. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Literally you. Oh, technically me. Because this is literally a harem. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they're also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm for literature. So, Lindsay, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build up deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on deeply passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Actually, me too. But it is horror manga, and I have been reading a lot of Junji Ito since I got... Which one is it? I got Deserter, and I've been reading that on my Fridays outside after class with a chai! On the cold, sunny mornings. Best way to start a Friday. And dead classes! Okay, anyways. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something that I can relate to at minimal effort. A this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with the rock. Really? I didn't expect you. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For some reason, for someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a special poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give that back. Fine. Eeh, your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's really impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like him. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea for everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That okay with everyone? That way, everyone is even. I really need to work on my reading comprehension for someone who reads as much as me. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond. Isn't that right, Lindsay? Monika smiles at me warmly. Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. And what is that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I was joining the club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Lindsay... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? If writing poems is the price I have to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Can't even lie, I would do the same. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes! I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then, that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. And that's when the song Just Monika starts playing. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Lindsay, I'm looking forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I can already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the other girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Lindsay, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Yeah, of course Monica. She's the only one, like, facing forward. Like, Natsuki, her head's, like, still tilted to the side a bit. Same thing, yeah, their heads are, like, tilted to the side. Is that a lore thing? Honestly, I don't remember. I don't think I've watched, actually, no, yeah. No, wait, I did watch the game theories on the DDLC lore. I just don't remember it. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. Oh, you do. Alright. I just need to make the most out of my circumstances and make sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh my god, are we gonna do the poem? Are we gonna do the poem? Yes! Okay, it's time to write a poem. Pick a word you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay, so I remember I would always try and get Monica because Monica jumps up down here. If you like, pick a word she likes. I'm gonna pick, okay, sparkle, nope. Okay, color, nope. Cute, there we go, okay. Alone, oh, vibrant, or is that gonna be, oh. Ugh, I'm trying to get, no, oh my god, I'm picking like all like the cute things, trying to get Natsuki, okay. I kind of want to pick secretive. Yeah, that's agree. Okay. Clouds. There we go. Family, silly, bouncy, eternity, amazing, infinite, judgment, marshmallow. Kitty. That's cute. Headphones, beauty, destiny. Playground. Okay. Which one of these? Jumpy. Okay, good. Analysis, bed, sing, heart. Shiny, marriage. Parfait. Kawaii. Doki. Okay. Love? Okay, no. Charm, no. What's cute? Kiss. Twirl. Oh, I don't know what I picked as the last one. Hi again, Lindsay. Hey. Hey. Hey, goat. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Don't worry. Don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Lindsay. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making your dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too! I don't know if you plan on to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the classroom. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature! Oh my god. And out of that came an iconic quote. This is fandom culture, y'all. This is... what is it? I'm trying to think of the word. This is textbook? No. This is the foundation? Is that the right word? Iconic? I'll think of it later. Probably when I'm editing this. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Lindsay always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is messy. It's so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two really are good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Lindsay can be good friends too. Sayori... As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situations she puts me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today. That sounded so... Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really, but don't be shy. It's really nothing. Is that it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like it was like a big deal, but it's really not. What did I do? What do I do? Sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess it means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about this. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, don't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. That's actually really sweet. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew! Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone is settled, I expected Monika to kick off with some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ugh! I hear Natsuki's utters an exasperated sigh from coming within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. My queen! Okay. You're looking for something. Are you looking for something in there? Freaking Monika. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things you can't really admit you're really into until you figure out if the other person stands. How do you know anyways? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga admits a stack of various books on the side of one shelf. Curious, I pull it out of its stack. There it is! Natsuki snacks it out of my hand. Then she turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better! Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I got a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge me, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the door at the classroom. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was in the tone of your voice. But I can tell you one thing, Lindsay. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Oh. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats the ground next to her, signaling to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. Can't read at the same time like that. Ugh, why's that? I guess it's easier to be closer like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's practically anything bad. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer to me, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. Kinda grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that doesn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is just about simple things, like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you know more about the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when you get into all their backstories and when some of the romances start to happen. That's really what makes it good. There's so many touching parts. Is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Wait. What's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you yet at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's more like it's about baking. That is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too then, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into something because it's a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. I know so many people who said that they got into volleyball for Haikyuu, or because of Haikyuu, which is so funny to me, because I got into Haikyuu because I loved volleyball. And I know multiple people who also did the same as me, because I was in 8th grade, I think, when I first watched Haikyuu, and I was on I've been playing volleyball at the time for that was my 5th year playing. I low-key miss volleyball, I really do. I wish I could have played it in high school, but COVID. And I wasn't good enough for varsity, or probably not even JV. So I never tried out, and I did cheer instead. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? It's the iconic scene. Or the iconic clip. She's so cute! I want to give her a hug. I feel maternal. We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up on a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? It's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What does that mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot more effort to find friends who don't judge, much less than friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. Real. But that's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep up with my own room. Keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I just got a Canvas notification! Oh my god. Okay, I did good on an assignment, guys. I did good on an assignment! I mean, here I am, rating it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So... Geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't talk about that yet. Just finish this chapter. I feel like the voice for her just, like, exceedingly got weirder. Like, I sound weird. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. This is reminding me of someone made a gender bend version of it, and I think her name was Natsu. And then it reminded me of Natsu from Fairy Tail, because they also both have pink hair. It's a stark contrast from her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feelings you get when you're connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you ready for today's poems? Oh, come on. Can't your timing be any worse? Sorry. You're not. I just need to make sure we're having a great time. Though, you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, I guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but... Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Ugh. Or Is that right? I say that mostly because I don't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you don't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. Girl, mangas aren't even, like, they don't even take that long to read. And they're like, I'm trying to see, I don't have any of my usual, like, normal size manga volumes. But they're not that thick. Like, okay, I have this notebook here. Like, this is maybe the size of manga volumes. And if you're halfway done, girl, and it's comics, bruh. It does not take you that long to read. You're not gonna fall behind on shows. And just put your shows in 2x speed. That's what I do, because I have a short attention span and I want to finish shows as quickly as possible. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find any inspiration since I'd never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri enthusiastically comply as they reach into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay, who do I want to share my poem with first? I'm really trying to go and like get closer with Natsuki. So part of me wants to pick Natsuki, but part of me also wants to pick Monica. Just because she's my queen. I think I'm gonna pick Natsuki though. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poem yesterday. It was probably only fair I shared mine with her first. Okay, well, let's start with things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Isn't that the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could be doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I wanted to help you feel more comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go like, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki retorts, gets caught in the throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it like the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she likes my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Ugh, fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me do it if I don't. Eagles fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can speak, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. There's lore in the poems too, I remember. Should I move I feel like I should be moving my face cam to the other side. Because, but also, I don't know. Also, my face is just really big and takes up a lot of the screen, so I feel like y'all can't see a lot about it. Oh well. Click outside the poem area to continue. Okay. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I don't like it? Well, because someone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly!
I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. I like to set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it all fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it takes to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Don't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is. If Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, we're going to see Monica! Hey, Queen! Hi, Lindsay. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things you can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'm afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyways, want to share the poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Lindsay. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, it's true. I hand Monica my poem.
I like it, Lindsay.
Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No! It's kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. It's almost like I did that on purpose.
And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yep.
By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Is that a real person? I'm gonna Google. Oh, it is a real person! Oh, they wrote The Giving Tree! Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling kids all kinds of stories in just simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, and even sad. Sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sorta. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably wouldn't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everybody else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Yes. Don't worry, I'm not very good. Wait, why did I read it like so demonic? Not demonic, but you sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have the sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. already scorched with permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Okay, this is supposed to be the pretty handwriting. I don't think this is the nicest handwriting. I'm gonna be so for real. This is low-key. I mean, it's not messy, but it's not, like, super neat. Sorry, Monica. Please don't kill me. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to be asking for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gone pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. Then, when performing out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. Like what? Like how you're in a video game! I'm pretty sure that is what the poem's about. Like, she, like, fought. I'm pretty sure, like, I think I do remember a game theory about that poem where it was like, that's her epiphany of, like discovering she's in a video game. I don't know. It's been a long time, guys. It's been years. Oh my god, it has been years. That's so crazy. Like, I literally played this game in middle school, y'all. I think I was in 7th grade or 6th grade. When did this game come out? 2017. Why is the people also ask, is Monica pansexual? I mean, I guess. I think 2017. Oh my god, it hadn't been longer then. Oh, maybe I was in 6th grade. Right? Because I graduated in 2020 from 8th grade. So it's 2019, 2020, 2018, 2019. Yeah, I would have been in 6th grade. Yeah. I think. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. Bro, that's, oh my gosh. That's gonna be 9 years ago in September. That's insane. Bruh, I still remember playing this in my cousin's living room. And her she made me click the buttons because she was so scared to even read it. And it was like before this, like literally where we were at. And I had no clue what the game was at the time when I first saw her play it. So I was just like, what? And the weirdest part is because at the time, I was too scared to even watch the FNAF gameplays because, like, I was a giant fraidy cat. I was scared of creepers in Minecraft. Like, my cousins used to scare me with, like, creepers and zombies. Like, so this was, like, the first horror game I even played. Like, it was so bad. I was scared to even watch, like, FNAF animatics. I still watch them because I remember the Aya's Cupcake ones were always my favorite. I would watch them a lot because I loved Aya's Cupcake because I loved her Minecraft videos. Anyways, back to the game. I guess you can say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better with each other. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Anyways, another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a dark puddle of ink. So just move your hands and go with the flow.
That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Okay. I'm gonna do Sayori. Hey girl!
This is a good poem, Lindsay. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess. But that's why it's impressed me. Well, let's be honest. I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It reminds me how you really are a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing right in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but it doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like you said before, Lindsay. Deep down, you're not selfish after all. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that oh my god, that's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, can't really deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to it then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, make me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I would sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Low-key me too, I plan to order IHOP later. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No, just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least it makes you feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late for school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I'll get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Okay, last but not least, Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry, I forgot to start speaking. Oh wait, no, I have to do my voice. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay, this is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why'd you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading it through. Oh, so that's bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buries herself behind her hands. I
couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes, so we should...
Oh, I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes, so we could've... So, wait. Oh my god, I read just one thing. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical to new writers. And having been through that myself, I kinda learned to pick them up. I think it's the most noticeable thing I recognize in new artists is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up writing styles separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something to be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that helps everyone in the club give you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do! I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? See, this is nice handwriting. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present and living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Oh wait, press out. Okay.
I'm sorry, I have such a terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's really pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Lindsay.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets are often express their own thoughts and feelings and experiences in their works. They usually do more than the simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps, the subject of the poem is only being symbolic compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way.
I hadn't even thought about that.
It's impressive.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on those things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Phew! I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. It was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of them expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in confusion. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Ugh. Did you say something?
No, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How could that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all.
Well, I have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have had asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Lindsay did too. So, based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change it anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Lindsay liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki stands up.
Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Lindsay appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
And how do you know that? He didn't appreciate my advice more. Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Is everything okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't...
I don't remember this. I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Lindsay started showing up. What? I don't remember this.
Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you!
I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Lindsay, she's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then it wouldn't have happened at all in the first place. That's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason. The meaning should jump out to the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Lindsay.
Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our languages. It's the way to convey complex feelings and the meaning most effectively. Avoiding them is not unnecessary, limiting yourself. It's also a waste. You understand that, right, Lindsay? I do not remember Yuri being this low-key of... Is she a bee? Is she a bee? Being a bee? She's low-key being... I don't know. I don't think I've ever gotten it to where, like, she was acting like this. Unless this is, like... This happens every time and I just don't remember. Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So... who should I pick? Should I be a mediator? Sayori? Or... I'm leaning... I don't remember what I've picked in the past. Or I don't even remember. I think this is... a new route I haven't gotten before, because every time you play, something different happens. Like, I think I said in the beginning, I've only gotten Natsuki's death once or twice, and that was it. Like, her explicit... Is that a spoiler? I don't know if anyone watching this doesn't know what happens, but I've only gotten it once. So, and then what Yuri uses for it changes. It's either a knife or a pen. I've gotten both. I think I've gotten a knife more often. At least I'm pretty sure it changes, unless I'm crazy. But I don't remember this, so... But also, it's been a really long time. I haven't played in 3 years, and I haven't played, like, a lot since, like, 2019, so... I think I'm gonna go with Natsuki. There's no music. Yuri, you're really talented. Yeah, but Natsuki has a point. I think that I whacked my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over, and Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that.
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
Shows how much you know. That's not Natsuki. I think that's enough.
Huh? Me? But she was mean to me.
Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a real personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so... You don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise.
Thanks for noticing.
She finally mutters that barely audible. Yuri looks at me dejectedly, with a face that I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean anything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so.
Hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me, Lindsay. Sheesh.
Natsuki takes a breath.
The thing about...
Natsuki glances around the room.
Would everybody stop staring at me?
Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica looked away.
Anyway, the thing about your boobs... I didn't mean it, okay? That's all.
What? Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with everyone.
So, you're naturally beautiful...
You're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori?
I'll make some tea. I was just trying to help.
I'm sure she appreciates it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Lindsay. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we can do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for.
I disagree, Monica.
What's that?
It's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun.
Of course you would say that. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Lindsay, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. I guess it was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome!
In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, did I learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes? With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Lindsay! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew! You know, Lindsay, it's nice that I got to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is gonna be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. I think I'm gonna end this here now. My recording is getting close to an hour 45. So I know I said I was gonna go until the Sayori scene, but I looked it up and that's like 3 to 4 hours into gameplay, and I think this is a good area to stop if I want to get it to 3 episodes. So I'm gonna save here and I'm gonna get back to you next time. I don't know when the next video is gonna be coming out for this. I think it's gonna be not until March, unfortunately. I have a lot of other videos planned already. Yeah, the next video for this is not coming out for another 3 weeks, but I hope you guys liked this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and all that jazz, especially to see part 2. All my other links for my other socials are in the description below, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye bye!